NBBF competition. Let's now take you to basketball and tell you that the president of Nigerian Basketball Federation, Musa Kida, who had in our show last week, has declared that the board has resolved to use success as a tool to respond to the several criticisms that has come its way. The NBBF has done so well in the last couple of years, despite the challenges facing the board. And the Tigers, don't forget, they qualified for the Olympics alongside the Tigers for the first time in the history of Nigeria that this is happening. And Kida says that the Nigerian Premier League will equally come on board very soon with even new sponsors. So despite all the challenges that the NBBF is facing, they are still trudging on and doing very, very well. Raymond, I think kudos must go to Kida.
Definitely, this board has done well, and of course, history, or they have a place for themselves in history, because for once we are beginning to talk Nigeria and rubbing shoulder with the best of basketball are playing nations. Achievements are there. When the Tigers are playing, you feel proud. When the Tigers are playing, you feel proud. Even at the Olympics said that they have qualified for, but I don't think I'm bothered about the names. USA, those opponents we're going to play against, because this is a team that has distinguished itself. That body men, of course, a women team. So be it women, be it men, Nigerian basketball is ready for the world. My prayer is that let those on the home front, because the league has been on a very terrible break, caused by some circumstances, that are really very bad, litigations here and there. So we must commend the board for still making Nigeria be a very relevant force as far as basketball is concerned in the world.
All right, the Premier League is coming back, no doubt about that, and Kida speaks more on the return of the Nigerian Premier Basketball League in this exclusive interview he had with Sportsville. Enjoy it.
It has gotten rotten for 3 years. Now we see the light. We're trying to now build up the confidence of our sponsors, some of those people who hitherto had shown good signs of taking over from Kwesi, who was the sponsor of the league at that time. Kwesi has left the country, for various reasons, but they don't practically exist. We are going to, when we get the ruling of the court, would write to the Kwesi League Management Board, to hand over the instruments of the league, the technical, the financials and all that, where they left it 3 years ago that they didn't want to give us. And then we'll see what they have. We'll see what we have in there. But our intention clearly is to hold a Premier League this year. Even with the congestion of the Olympics, the Afro-basket men and women and all that, we will insist and we will find, and we are very, very determined to find a sponsor, that would take us through this year's